Welcome back. This is episode 16 of The Sam Show. Here we are again. The 16th episode. Wow, what a journey it's been, eh? As always, gonna have another banger show in store for you today. Right, what we're going to be talking about today. So, it is exam season. We're into the thick of it now. 2 weeks in. What's been going on? How's everyone been getting on with it? What has been going on with exam season? It's quite a fun time, I think. It's quite a fun time. And then on the weekend of the last podcast, so, you know, the 18th of May or wherever it was, Fury versus Usyk, we have that. The fight was pretty interesting, but I was more interested in the stuff that was happening around it. You know, after the fight, when everything got settled. Right, let's just get stuck straight into it now. Like I said before, episode 16. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. Welcome. It's been good fun, this. 16 in, it's been good fun. And you know what also is a bit of fun? Exam season. A very underrated time of the year, I think. Whether you're in high school or you're sitting your A-levels in college, like me, I think it's a pretty good time to be alive and around education. So, like I said, first 2 weeks completed, done, dusted, in the books. I've sat 2 writing exams in that time and a performance for my drama piece, which I talked about, which went pretty well. But yeah, the first 2 weeks completed. We're coming up to that 1 week half term now. Bit of rest. It's 2 weeks until my next exam as well. That's the beauty of doing A-levels. I have a long break now, so I can chillax and wait to go to Wembley this weekend as well. Oh my God. Fantastic. I am the happiest man on planet Earth right now. This time, well, not this time, tomorrow actually, because I wouldn't be going at Saturday 6 a.m. But in the afternoon, hey, we're getting the train down to London, staying over, and I tell you what, I am going to be there for that championship playoff final. Up the Leeds. Anyway, got a 1 week half term. I've had my 2 business A-levels completed, in the books. Drama performance as well. The business A-levels, I tell you what, EdXL, you are being very, very nice to us. And hopefully I haven't just jinxed it then for paper 3. Or to be fair, for both papers, because it was one of those where, you know, you sit there, you do your exam and you come like, oh, that felt like it went really well. And it's almost too good to be true. That's kind of the position I'm in right now, where I'm sat here thinking, yeah, they were pretty easy, but have I done well? Because you can always feel like you've done well in the exam. I mean, for business, the maths equations and stuff, you know, you kind of know if you got them right. I'm pretty sure I've got one wrong because I put it as a negative, not a positive. Oh no, or it might have been the other way around. Absolute pain. Think we dropped a mark there, but we go again. But they've been giving us pretty nice papers. So EdXL, props to you. Drama performance, pretty self-explanatory, but you know, what more can you ask for? You're writing exams are nice and easy. Nice and easy. That's just what you want, isn't it? You don't want to be there, sat down in the exam hall, stressing. I mean, I don't really stress in the exam hall anyway, but you don't want to be sat in there thinking, oh God, how on earth am I going to get around this? How on earth are you going to get around it? But it's fine. It's fine. I love the rules in the exam hall as well. I accidentally wore my watch to my paper too, and at our college we have like they play like this recording out, and it's like, oh, you must no wrist watches or whatever, and I was like, oh God, I've still got my watch on. That better not penalise me. Hopefully I haven't just self-incriminated myself there. Well, no, hopefully no one finds out from an external source, unless you know me, where I go to college. So otherwise we could be mudded. We genuinely could be mudded, and that business paper too could be ripped up. Although I don't know how a watch contributes to cheating, especially in a business paper as well. Because having a watch, what am I using it for my business paper? To tell the time? There's no time-based questions. Like, fair enough in a maths exam, but even then, surely in maths exams, at A level, you're at a point where the maths is advanced enough that you don't need a watch. I don't get some of like the rulings that they have, like what they're banning from the exam hall. Like watches, what's the point? Unless it's if it's an Apple Watch, right, fair enough, okay, that you shouldn't be allowed that in the exam hall. That's basically the same as having a phone. But just like a normal watch, I mean, I just went and put it in my pocket anyway, just out of reach. But I don't get it. Like, how am I going to be cheating on that? You can't write on it on a metal surface unless you're engraving equations into it. But like, that's going through some effort to do that. I don't understand it. Maybe it's a safety thing. I don't know. I really don't know. They have some weird rules in the exam hall. And of course, you know, every time something serious comes up, of course, TikTok jumps on it. And I'll tell you what, I love TikTok during exam season because it's a right good laugh. Like, I saw this, my sister actually sent me these videos of these guys. They'd be doing like football post-match interviews after the exam, and they are brilliant. Like, you'll probably be able to search up if you're just searching our exam, GCSE or A-level videos. But it's so funny. Like, just, it's such a serious thing as well, and we're just taking the mick out of it. I absolutely love that. Like, when I sat my GCSEs, like after an exam, we'd be going down to the sandwich shop. We had the big thing for us. We had a farm that was nearby, and for some reason, it became the center of the earth for us after our exam. Like, after every exam, we'd go like, oh yeah, let's go to the farm. Let's go to the farm and look at some horses. And to this day, I still don't understand why we did it. It didn't make sense. Like, oh yeah, let's just go farm. And I remember one time, I think it was after an English paper, me and a few of my mates, there's this park near my high school, this forest, and we went into the bit where there's no path, so right in the middle of the forest, in the heart of it. We just walked in a straight line for as long as possible. Again, this was after a GCSE exam. We probably should have been revising, but hey, we came away well, so I can't really complain about what went on after the exams. But A-levels, I think they're pretty fun at the moment. You get your nice long breaks in between exams. Like, I only have to sit 5. I've got 3 more left to do. I'm chilling. I'm happy. I'm happy with how they're going. I don't know about you guys, but I'm quite happy with how they're going. Nothing too stressful. Nothing too stupid. It's good. I'm enjoying it. But the TikTok videos, they make it all the better. Just like I saw this one, and it was how my dad expects me to perform after saying no silly mistakes before my exam. And it's just like a video of Prime Eden Hazard. I find it brilliant how like parents say that. No silly mistakes. It's like, I wasn't really planning on making any silly mistakes. But what warrants is a silly mistake, though? Like, you don't know you've made... Like, you'll never know if you make a mistake. That's the thing. Unless you talk about it after the exam, you never know if you make a mistake. Because you never see those papers after you've, like, handed them in. When you get up from the exam hall and leave, you aren't seeing those papers again. You can't see those papers again. So how do you know if you made a silly mistake? That is all just mentally. I don't think I've ever... Well, I mean, I was about to say, I don't think I've ever made a silly mistake or realised that I've made a silly mistake. When I just mentioned before, I put down the wrong number for a question in my business exam. So I guess I have made a silly mistakes, but you don't realise it. So how are you supposed to police that? But, you know, parents for, you know, doing their thing and saying, oh, do you know what? Good luck. Now, I don't know how many exams you guys have left. I've just got the 3. They're all after half term. In fact, I've got 2 on the same day. I've got 2 exams on the same day. Here's the twist. They were both at the same time. And I was like, oh, for God's sake, what am I going to have to do? And then I got this letter. I had to go to student information, and I got this letter. And it said, it said, Sam, here's what we're doing. We're just gonna rearrange your exams for you. That, you know, I didn't have an opinion which one I could have done first. I wish I did, because basically, so my drama and business exam, they both clash at the same time, right at the same time. So they have to change them, and I've got to sit my drama exam in the morning, and then my business in the afternoon. But here's the catch. In between that time, I obviously can't go out and talk to my friends or anything or use my phone because it's kind of cheating because they've all sat the exam and go, yes, Sam, it's this, then I can go, oh yeah, I've got to revise this. But I've got to be locked in a room until my next exam begins. And this is going to be a long day because my drama exam is 2 hours and 15 minutes long and my business is 2 hours long. So I've got 4 hours and 15 minutes of exams to sit in one day. That is going to be torturous. Absolutely torturous. I mean, I can bring paper notes to revise in the room, but it's just going to be a pain and it's going to be so long. Because I've got work after it as well. When I get back from work, I'm just going to collapse onto my bed and wait for my drama exam the week after. And it's business paper free as well. This is like I have not gone over business paper free in class so much because we've been focusing on 1 and 2 because of the themes. It's going to be tough. We better stick in and revise over the half term. That's what I've got to be doing. I've also got media work to do. Oh my God. I've got a workload. I've got a massive workload to be doing. God, A-level. I take back that statement saying A-levels are the funnest part. No, they're not. A-levels, go screw yourself. Just get him over and done with. Get him over and done with. Can't be bothered anymore. Right, on to the next subject. Fury v Usyk happened last weekend, May the 18th in Saudi Arabia. And of course, they were fighting for the undisputed heavyweight title. But yeah, the fight itself, I was actually out on the night it happened. I was out with my mate. We were cutting about, just doing what boys do, having a laugh in places that we've never been before, in the middle of nowhere. Just in the middle of nowhere. We're doing stuff, completing side quests. You know how it is. But yeah, Saudi Arabia, May 18th, undisputed heavyweight title match. Fury v Usyk, of course. Usyk won the match itself. Just from what I've read and what I was reading on Twitter, it didn't sound like Fury got a sniff. And it sounded like he just got battered. But it was just Fury being Fury without the fighting. Because I was reading stuff and it was saying, yeah, he's just taunting Usyk. He's doing that thing where he puts his hand behind his back, starts shaking about, puts his tongue out and stuff. Just him being him. That's the best way to describe it. It's just Tyson Fury being Tyson Fury. And this didn't work out well for him. He ended up losing. He's lost his belts, but they're going to have a rematch. And it's probably going to be at Wembley, isn't it? That's the thing. It's going to rematch Wembley or Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, and Fury's going to win. He's going to be like, I'm going to retire now. And he goes and retires, and then he'll come back and then lose again because he has that, never say die attitude, does he? He's always got to come back. He's always got to be doing something. If you watch a documentary, you'll understand that as well. But Fury was just swinging, man. The guy was just swinging and stumbling about. Usyk rocked him in the later rounds, and Fury was just all over the shop, man. 496 punches, only hitting 32% of them. And now I'm not gonna claim that I'm a boxing expert. However, just from reading that, just from looking at that stats, that doesn't strike me as a very good It doesn't strike me as a very good stat to have. Only hitting 32% of your 496 punches. Wow. I mean, Usyk's was about 46. That's a whole 14% higher. And I think Usyk threw about 40 or 50 less punches, but still, how are you just swinging like that and missing? You've got to be hitting some of them, Fury. Come on. Take it from me, the boxing nerd. But we're not gonna mainly focus talking about the fight. That's not what we do here on the Sam Show. I want to look at all the after-fight shenanigans that happened because they were mental, quite frankly. I was sat there at this house that I was at, just reading about what Fury was saying, like, just what happened as well. And I was just like, is he okay? Like, has he rocked him? Has Usyk rocked Fury that much that he's starting to say these things? It was like in the post interview after the thing, like straight from the fight, he was like, "Oh yeah, Usyk only won because the judges sided with him because his country's at war." What a stupid thing to say. Obviously not. Read the stats, Fury. You got battered. You got absolutely battered. Just agree with it. Just put your chin up. You got your rematch clause. You're gonna have it. You're gonna have it in England as well. So you're sorted, mate. You're sorted. But I think he's got a very serious concussion as well because he randomly just said Happy New Year. He just said Happy New Year. And now, I'm no genius. I'm looking at the date right now. It's Friday, 24th of May. We're 16 minutes into the podcast episode. So that makes it 16 minutes past 6 in the morning if you're listening at that time. This ain't New Year, Tyson. You're 5 months off. You're 5 months off. That was, that happened in January 1st, mate. It's 2024. We're quite developed into it. He's clearly being rocked, hasn't he? He's clearly being rocked. You can tell. Saying Happy New Year and then saying stuff like... Because usually Fury can be quite a respectful man. Don't get me wrong. He has his moments of where he acts like, he's the man. But, come on, mate. Blaming him on losing on a war and then saying Happy New Year in the middle of your thing, which is quite funny. That's not as serious. But come on, fella. Come on. Like on Twitter as well. It's like Paddy Power tweeting out, I'm not a boxing expert, but Fury hitting himself on the head surely doesn't help. He needs to hit the other guy, IMO. Yeah, that's just Fury being Fury, isn't it? Just doing his stupid taunts of him hitting himself in the head. Hit the other guy. I know you're there to put on a show. I know you're there to have some fun. Just hit the other guy. And speaking of shows, I remember this happened. It was against Ngannou last year. And I don't know what it is. Whenever there's a fight in Saudi Arabia, the build-up to the fight takes so long. And you think, all right, here we go. This is going to be the fight. And then they bring out some musical artist again. It's just like, it drains the life out of everyone. There's people watching in the UK here, staying up at 12 in the morning to watch this fight. No one wants to see some random artist perform in front of what is a dead crowd. The Saudi Arabia crowds aren't great. I mean, they throw a lot of money at it, which I can respect. But, come on, no one wants to be watching a musical performance happen in front of this awful crowd. It's just stupid. Just get to the boxing. We want to see the boxing. Make the walkouts longer. The walkouts are more interesting than some person at the front singing music or whatever. It's stupid. It's stupid. And then on TikTok as well, we've talked about TikTok a lot here. We've talked about it a lot. And I saw this Venezuela Fury parody account because I went and checked the Venezuela Fury's actual account and it wasn't on there. But someone posted a TikTok and it was, watch me dad get robbed of all his belts in broad daylight. And then the caption to it was, it doesn't matter if you're a boxing fan or not. The only reason why he lost is because the war in Ukraine. Hashtag boxing, hashtag Tyson Fury, hashtag sports, hashtag trending, hashtag robbery. Brilliant. I love it when people get ideas like that. Let's make a Venezuela Fury parody account and just start doing stuff like that. Fantastic. And when I was doing my little bit of research on the fight as well, I found out that the Pope actually blessed the heavyweight titles. And I was like, what? Why is the Pope getting involved in all this? What does him blessing the titles do? To be fair, brilliant. I think that's hilarious. We have Pope Francis. I think that's him blessing the titles before a boxing fight. I wonder what that means. Whoever holds the title now gets godly powers. Well, I wonder how that situation comes around. Who reaches out to who? Did the Pope go like, oh yeah, is it all right if I bless the titles? Or did Tyson Fury or Usyk, because they both have titles, go like, oh yeah, Pope Francis, mate, do you want to Do you want to bless these titles just for good luck? That's what it must be. It must be for good luck. But I was absolutely baffled by that when I saw that headline. Tyson Fury v. Usyk in Saudi Arabia. We're waiting for the rematch. Let's hope it's better. Let's hope Tyson Fury wins because, come on, England. Of course, we're going to back the homeland boy to win. I do like Usyk, but come on, Fury. Get that rematch at Wembley and win that title, mate. Come on. And now we're here. It's this part of the show, the top 5 moments of the week. Of course, people's favourite moment because we just find some weird stuff or fun stuff that has just been happening across the internet. It's a good laugh, basically. Right, let's just go straight into it. The first moment of the week. I saw this video, and I can't lie. It made me... Ugh. It didn't make me feel right. And this isn't me mispronouncing words. I'm pronouncing this bang on. A Reese's peanut butter cup. Now you're thinking, Sam, what could a Reese's peanut butter cup be? Well, let me tell you now. A Reese's peanut butter cup is a Reese's cup, with the peanuts in. And this person decided to put baked beans as the filling. And it looks like one of the most disgusting things I have ever seen in my life. Like, they do a cross-section of it. And you're like thinking, oh, this, Reese's Pieces cup. Can't go wrong with them. They open it up, and there's baked beans in the middle. And I'm sat there thinking, what have you done? You've massacred it. You've absolutely ruined it. You're just wasting it. You're not going to eat that. Who wants to eat a Reese's cup with I was about to say peanut then. Why would you want to eat a Reese's cup with baked beans in? There we go. That's the word. You're ruining it. You're just ruining it. Hanging. It looked disgusting. And you know what? Fair play if you ate it afterwards. Hats off to you. You probably might have got some disease from it. I wouldn't have put it past you to get a disease. But yeah, Reese's peanut butter cup, man. Looks minging. I wouldn't try it. It could be, hey, that's an idea for a show. Sam from the Sam Show tries a peanut butter cup. I'd probably throw up and you'd hear me throwing up on the mic, and it wouldn't be good because then I'd have to clean up everything. Anyway, next moment of the week. Orangutan chilling in a car. Brilliant video. And it's fantastic. You just got an orangutan with this guy in a dead flash car, probably in a rich country somewhere, and they're just there, chilling, eating. But then it was the caption that really got me. Someone retweeted the video and put, I just find it amazing how that orangutan could just decide to ruin everyone's night. And I was like, that is so true. I see these videos of people hanging around with monkeys and stuff, and I'm just thinking, it could just go like that. Just like, and it could decide to rip your head off. And that's kind of scary. I'm never going to go. I've fed a monkey before in Tenerife. I went to the monkey park there. I was only a little small guy, just picked up some insects from my hand. But like orangutan, that could very easily just turn around and go like, oh, do you know what? Sat this is boring. I'm gonna rip this human's face off instead. It could very well do that, and it could probably very easily do that. Do you think you could take a monkey on in a fight? I think a lot of people are going to say yeah, but I don't think you'll be able to. I think monkeys are stupidly strong. Like we're talking about, your average size orangutan, your average size chimpanzee. I don't think you could. I think you'd probably get ripped limb from limb. Your face is going to get ripped off. It's not going to be very pretty, and it's not going to be a good death to have as well. Next moment of the week, our third moment of the week that we've seen on Twitter. British bees in the summer are going to be scared to come out. Why, you may ask? And it's because of the migration of Asian hornets. Had you in the first half there. It's because of the migration of Asian hornets. The British bees are going to be scared to come out. I like bees. I think bees are so cute. They're these little fuzzy balls with wings. And I find it amazing. Like, how do they know this? surely it's a prediction, because I could just imagine someone from Sky News or something just interviewing a bee going, "Oh, yeah. So what do you think about the new flock of Asian hornets coming over here in the summer?" And it's just like buzz, 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 buzz. AKA, we are terrified. We are not going to leave the house. Goodbye. You aren't seeing us. Asian hornets. It seems a bit of a talking point at the moment, because I keep seeing it, and it's like, if you see an Asian hornet, follow this protocol. Are they that dangerous? What makes an Asian hornet that dangerous? Because I find it amazing how something that little can just be so dangerous to a human, to the point where we have to follow a protocol to do something, to manage a situation. And how do I know if it's an Asian hornet? I'm going to have to search this up for my own safety in the summer. How am I going to know it's an Asian hornet? I'm going to have no clue. I'm not going to stand there and be like, right, hold on a second, mate. Before you come before me and try and sting me, or just fly past me, let me just check if you're an Asian hornet, mate. If anything flies towards me, I'm gonna start flapping away at it. I'm gonna try and run away from it. I don't want anything like that flying near me. They are freaky. Bees are cute. I don't want a bee flying near me. Wasps, go away. Leave me alone. I hate wasps at barbecues. Just go. Just let me eat my burger in peace. Asian hornets, you can especially stay away from me now that I know that you're deadly. Stay away from me. You aren't coming near me at all, Asian hornets. Look, you're scaring our bees. You're scaring our resident bees. They just want to fly around, pollinate stuff, and make loads of honey. But no, you're ruining their time now. You're ruining their fun in the summer. Naughty guys, the Asian hornets. Next moment of the week. Man saves pint from mini tornado. What a country. I love how we have our priorities. A mini tornado, and the first thing this guy does, he goes sprinting over to his pint, he grabs it, he takes it away, he starts drinking it. What a country. The priorities we have are fantastic. And to be fair, the pint was probably about £5. You don't want to waste £5 like that. And I just clocked then whilst I was saying that sentence. I like how my talking point is the fact this guy has saved his pint, rather than how on earth has a mini tornado happened? And in the video, to be fair, it's a mini tornado. You just see this little whirlwind. I wonder how they're created. That baffles me. There's got to be someone who knows, who can tell me. I find it fantastic. A mini tornado just sweeping across this beer garden, and we lunge over at the pint. We get the pint. We save the pint so we can keep drinking it. Our night isn't going to be ruined because of a mini tornado. You can bet that. What a country, God. Proud to be British. Saving pints before anything else. Next one. And this makes me proud to be... not to be British. To grow up in England. Because we all did this. If you're a boy, you're probably more inclined to do this more. If you're a girl, fair enough if you did it. But booting the ball away from the year belows. I saw this video come up, and it's funny. It's fantastic. I'll play the noise for you right now, because you can pinpoint the bit where the guy boots the ball away, and you can just hear the sea of children just groan and shout in synchronization. It's fantastic. Look, I've had it done to me before. Me and my mates have had it done to me before. We've done it to people before. There's nothing better than kicking the ball away in school, and you just send it into Rosehead, and then all the kids are unhappy, and they'll go, there's always that one that goes, "Teacher, kick the ball away." Grow up. It's character development, mate. This is what you live for in British high school. Right, there we go. That kicks off. No, it doesn't kick off. It rounds off episode 16. Another episode of The Sam Show in the books. Look, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a good weekend. I hope you have a good Friday. I hope you have a good day, because I know I'm going to have a good day, good weekend regardless. If Leeds don't win, it's going to be crap, but we're going to have a brilliant free day. It's 3 days in London, just watching football. It's going to be fantastic. Guys, I hope your weekend is going to be brilliant as well, or the rest of your week. Whenever you're listening to this, have fun. Thanks so much for listening, guys. Made it this far. Half an hour in, half an hour to listen to me talk. Fair enough. Get on our social media pages. TikTok and Instagram are exactly the same. It's _Sam_Show4. Make sure you go follow them. We post teasers. We post clips from the show. Just get at it. Twitter, The Sam Show 4. All one word, guys. That's episode 16. Episode 17. Same time next week. Friday, 6 a.m. It's half term. It's going to be a good one. We're going to be in a good mood. Smash Ray levels if you have them. And I'll see you next week.